no, put the bike down. Put the bike down.
Why? It's my bike.
Because I told you to put the bike down.
Why are you stopping me right now?
Because you're riding your bike with no light on.
I'm riding it. I got
put the bike
I got
down.
a light right here.
Dude, put the bike
right
down.
Here. I said no.
Put the bike down, James.
Supervisor.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
No,
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. I'm tase you, dude.
What have I
Get
done
on the
wrong?
ground, James.
What have I done wrong? I've not done nothing wrong.
Get on the ground, James.
I've done nothing wrong. Am I being detained?
Get on the ground, James.
Detained. Help.
Get on the ground, James. You are being detained, you fucking idiot. Get on the ground.
I'm on the ground.
I'm a fucking tase you, dude. Get on the ground.
This harassment's gonna stop.
Shut up.
Call your supervisor. I want you to call your supervisor.
I am the supervisor, dip. Shut up.
First Amendment audit. I know this. I'm being detained for no reason. I want to talk to your supervisor. I want to see your supervisor.
What supervisor, James? You think we're at your fucking beck and call, you dip?
Yes. I want to see your supervisor.
I just fucking told you,
no.
dumbass.
Private property.
Okay, you're going to jail. Yep, you're going to fucking jail,
For
dude.
what?
What's that for arguing?
And I mean, that's your RAS to stop him to begin with. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's unsolicited. It's not like you had your lights on and you did that. He just did it on his own, which is
Took off on his own.
case law now. So.
Yeah. Isn't mere flight not enough?
Now the deputy was there investigating a fire. Just your typical bonfire on a nice night. A fire that James had nothing to do with and was never alleged to have anything to do with. And while investigating, this deputy had his tunnel vision on. He saw James. And he knew who James was. So he got out of the vehicle, refused for him to drop his own bike, and then pulled a taser on him. The next 25 minutes of body cam footage show this deputy dehumanizing James in the worst way. He calls him names, insults his intelligence, and outright abuses him. At the end of the video, the deputy realizes he doesn't have enough to take him to jail. It even takes another deputy to explain to him that he doesn't have him on any arrest, and that because no traffic stop was affected, James couldn't be charged with flight. However, this cop was butthurt. He decided to abuse James and take him to jail. James was arrested for resisting a public officer, even though no resisting ever took place. As you can see, James complies with every demand given to him. Every day there are approximately 10,000 abuses of citizens by police officers, according to recent statistics. This is just one of them. This is James' story. As I mentioned earlier, the deputy is there to investigate a fire. Now he's found the fire, which is a barbecue, and he's about to leave, until he sees someone he doesn't like, and that person is James. The deputy's 10-8. He's now cleared the call and he's able to return to the substation until he sees somebody that he doesn't like. Despite the fact that no crime is in progress, the deputy decides to pull over, get out, and harass the individual anyways. This will be the start of one of the most dehumanizing police interactions ever witnessed. Just know the Constitution matters not in Lyon County or to the Lyon County Sheriffs Department in Nevada. If their deputies see you exiting a house, you're known to them and they don't like you, probable cause and reasonable articulable suspicion is thrown to the wind, and you're subject to their tyrannical torture.
What's up, my man? Come here. Come here. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, put the bike down. Put the bike down.
Why? It's my bike.
Because I told you to put the bike down.
Why are you stopping me right now?
Because you're riding your bike with no light on.
I'm riding it.
Put the bike down.
Light right here.
Dude, put the bike
right
down.
Here. I said no.
Put the bike down,
Call your
James.
supervisor.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
No. Call your
Turn
supervisor.
around. Put your hands behind your back. I'm
What
gonna
have I done
tase
wrong?
you, dude.
What have I
Get
done
on the
wrong?
ground, James.
What have I done wrong?
562 King. Get on the
What have I done
ground.
wrong? I've not done nothing wrong.
Get on the ground, James.
I've done nothing wrong. Am I being detained?
Get on the ground, James.
Detained.
Now, James being known to the deputy works against the cops. Because they know him, they know where he lives, and they know that he lives there. He's on private property, and no traffic stop was ever affected. So the deputy needs probable cause or reasonable articulable suspicion that a felony, misdemeanor, or city ordinance violation has taken place, is currently in the commission of taking place, or is about to take place. Without that, the police officer has no lawful grounds to approach or detain James, let alone use a force protocol to take out or deploy his taser. Not only is this cruel and unusual, but it has lawsuit written all over it.
Am
Let me
I
add
being
a
detained?
subject stop.
Am I being
425
detained?
Willow, white male.
Help!
Get on the ground, James. You are being detained, you idiot. Get on the ground.
I want you to imagine that James is your son, your brother, your father. Someone close to you that you love and care for, because someone loves and cares for James. I want you to imagine them walking out of their house, committing no crime, and a police officer, with absolutely no reason, approaching them, and then totally abusing and demeaning them. I wish I could say this is the worst, but it's not. In fact, it's just the beginning.
On the ground.
I'm gonna f***ing tase you, dude. Get on the ground. Put the flashlight down.
Am I being detained?
Yes.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your
What am I
back.
being detained for?
Not listening.
Why am I
Drop
being
that
detained?
flashlight.
That's not an
Drop
articulable-
that
That's not an
flashlight.
articulable reason for suspicion that I committed a crime.
Yeah, it is. You
It
took
is
off.
not.
Now, y'all at home have been watching the same video I have. James never took off. Let's just forget the fact that this dirty cop had no razz to approach James in the first place, so fruit of the poisonous tree kicks in, and everything after that illegal stop and the initiation of that stop will be thrown out in court. Let's just pretend this cop had razz to stop James in the first place. His reason for detaining him and having him laying on the ground cuffed is that James didn't comply and he took off. But we could all see from that video that the moment the officer started talking to James, James walked up to him. He never took off at all.
Man, come here. Come here. Oh, yeah, no, put the bike down. Put the bike down.
Watch my bike.
You hear the "oh" from the cop? That was him getting happy and giddy, saying, "Oh, now I get to arrest someone." This is one of those cases where James was going to jail no matter what, just because the cop wanted it that way.
Yes, it
It
is.
is not.
Yeah, it is,
No, it
James.
is not.
You
Call
still
your
out.
supervisor.
You still
Call your supervisor.
relax.
No, I'm not relaxing. Call your supervisor. Harassment's gonna stop.
Shut up.
Call your supervisor. I want you to call your supervisor.
I am the supervisor, dip. Shut
First
up.
Amendment audit.
Yeah, try the Fifth
First
Amendment and shut
First
up.
Amendment.
This is how the deputies of the Lyon County Sheriffs Department in Nevada treat their citizens. Now, I reached out to the Lyon County Sheriffs Department, and they would not comment on this video. They would not comment on the treatment of the individual in this video, and they also wouldn't comment on the lack of professionalism by the officer in the video either. Which is odd. The cop in this video had a lot of comments to make, most of them disparaging and inhumane. But when I tried to call them on it, they didn't have much to say. I guess they only like to run their mouth when the person they're running their mouth to is someone that is of less means, doesn't have a lot of money, or a large following. But if someone with 170,000 followers calls them up to call them on their misbehavior, they're quiet as a mouse. I think they're all cowards.
Amendment audit. You have no reason to stop me right now.
Yeah.
None.
You're riding your bike with no
I
lights
had 'em
on.
Right there in my hand.
It's got to be on the
On the
bike,
bike.
dipshit.
It was on the bike. I just took it off.
No, I just watched you right away
You didn't
when I
want-
rolled up.
You didn't tell me to stop. There was no stop. I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I told you to stop
I
right
did
here.
nothing wrong. You have no crime I committed.
562 King.
None.
One detained. 29 on last
Call your
aggression, first with
supervisor.
James.
Call your supervisor. I want to see your supervisor right now.
Shut up!
I
Yeah.
want your supervisor.
What'd you ditch over here?
I want your supervisor. I'd like your supervisor, sir.
Okay. Well, I think he's down at the jail.
I'd like your supervisor, sir. I need to speak to your supervisor now. This ain't happening.
Yeah.
I want
You still on court conditions, James?
I want you. No, I'm not. I
No?
don't have any court conditions. None.
Huh?
None. Zero. I've not committed a crime. You have no reason to stop me.
Yeah, I did. When I told you to stop.
I'd like to stop your.
Yeah.
I stopped when you told
Yeah,
me.
arguing with me.
I'm gonna argue.
And
with
I had to
you.
pull my taser
You
out.
have no reason to stop me.
Yes, I do.
None. What?
Yeah.
Not committed a crime. No misdemeanor. No felony.
Yeah, James. It's called riding a bike without a
I
headlamp.
got a headlight right there.
It's not on the bike, James.
Now, this isn't building a case. This is making a case. The cop knows he has no grounds to charge James or detain him, so he just needs to find something real quick so he can make something stick. He's saying James was riding a bike without a headlight. Well, we could see from the beginning of the video, James wasn't riding his bike. He was walking it. Secondly, video doesn't lie, cops do. As the police officer approaches James, you can actually see James take the light off of the bike and then show it to the police officer. But there will be several allegations the cop makes. Number 1, fleeing, riding a bike without a headlamp, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, possession of drugs, violating court conditions. Did my due diligence and I looked James up. He hasn't been on court conditions since 2016. This is one of the most overt abuses of powers I think I've ever seen from a cop. And of all the allegations this cop makes, the only thing they actually charged him with at the end of it was resisting a public official, despite the fact that James approached, complied, laid down, and allowed himself to get cuffed.
Hey, friend, hey, I'm not on a bike. I'm in a parking lot, private property. What are you doing here?
You got any dope on you, James?
No, I don't. Now what? I want your supervisor.
Stand up.
I want your supervisor.
Stand up.
I'm going to stand up. Where's your supervisor?
Face away. Put your feet apart. You got any weapons on you?
Nope. Well, I don't know. Maybe something. I don't know. I doubt it, though. No
Maybe
needles.
something what?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I got a lot in my pockets. I've been working on cars all day.
You got a knife on you?
Yeah. I know this. I'm being detained for no reason. I want to talk to your supervisor. I want to see your supervisor.
What supervisor, James? You think we're at your beck and call, you dip?
Yes.
No.
First Amendment audit right now.
Go.
Yeah. First Amendment audit. You have no reason to stop me right now. You're in violation of my First Amendment rights. And my 5th. And my 4th. And my 9th.
Put your feet apart, James.
Yeah, sure.
Face the car.
Face the car. I want to see your supervisor.
I just told you,
no.
dumbass.
Private property. I'm right here in my house. I live right there. At my house. At my house.
Sorry.
Good.
Last aggression person change with the date of birth is 5.69. Issuing 1074 suspended.
Yeah. I got to say hi to a friend and all that.
Tell her. What's your date of birth, James?
5 point. I don't have to answer your question.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Under arrest.
You are the subject of investigation, yeah.
For what?
For resisting right now.
What's my crime?
For resisting.
What's my crime?
Yes, resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Yeah.
What's my crime?
Yeah.
What stop me for?
I told you already.
Resisting.
I already told.
Stop me. I don't have to answer your questions.
Yeah, you do. Okay. You're going to jail. Yep, you're going to jail,
For
dude.
what?
What's that for arguing?
What?
Now James is going to jail for arguing. I've been looking on the internet and I can't figure out if that's a city ordinance violation, misdemeanor, or felony. I'm not sure which crime that is. I didn't even know arguing with some moron cop was a crime to begin with. Here's the problem with these deputies, especially this one. He was bullied as a kid, so he had no want to help people or to try and change or better his community. He just wanted to get back at other people because he was a stupid little his whole life. For example, if I was there that day with my channel and I was filming, he would not speak to me that way. In fact, he may have tried to speak to me that way, and then I would have shut him down with the verbal judo and sent him home crying with such a broken ego that he probably would have had to apply for asset protection at Walmart. This guy's a complete and total coward. You can see what he's doing to James. I feel bad for his dog. I wonder what he does to him.
I'm asking you some basic information.
My name's James Gresham. You know my name.
I asked you what your date of birth was.
I don't have to answer your questions. Then.
Yes, you do.
Well, I guess I do, huh?
Yes.
Because I'm being detained,
yes.
right?
Yes.
5/2069. And this is an illegal stop.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Or your supervisor. I want to see your supervisor. Sir.
James, you know how many times
you have no right to. I'm on
you know how
public
many
property.
times you've been in the
public property. I'm not convicted of
You're going, dude. I did about tase you. Is that your house?
It is.
Do you think that maybe you just answered a couple quick questions, but when you're rolling up here and then coming back,
you told me to come back, so I came back.
Yeah, and then I'm telling you to drop the bike. You're not dropping the bike, and then you push it. You're trying to.
And I
tense
had
up
my
on
flag
me.
in my hand. I didn't do nothing on you.
Yes, you did.
That's why you were stopping me.
Yes,
I
you
saw you
did.
pull up here. That's why I turned around to come back.
All right.
I knew you were going to come. How about that?
Yeah. Because when I roll up for this fucking
It had
bonfire,
nothing to do with me.
you were there.
I was just talking to them, asking them what's up with the bonfire.
Oh.
And they were
okay.
barbecuing.
Imagine that.
Did you stop and ask about the fire?
I didn't. You took off. Look, where's this guy going?
I didn't have to stop for you. Just because you pull up don't mean I stop my life.
It does when there's a crime being committed.
No, I didn't commit a crime. I committed no crime. What was my articulate reason for suspicion?
I already told you.
To come here to stop me.
I already told you.
There is no crime. I'd like to talk to the supervisor, sir.
You don't have
right now.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, you can want that. Want one hand in the other.
It's my personal belief that the Lyon County Sheriffs Department in Nevada needs some serious accountability. And who better to bring them such accountability than me? I have friends up in Nevada, so I think it's time I go up there and engage in my First Amendment right to free press. I also have the right to record police officials within the capacity of their official duty, as you all know. And as you all know, I do it very well. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Lyons County, here I come. I can't wait to engage in my First Amendment right to free press and to redress my grievances. And ticket purchased. Hi, cowards.
That's right.
They have it on body camera.
First Amendment.
Yep.
He has no articulable, reasonable suspicion to stop me. It's not. It's the right to stop me unreasonable.
The First Amendment.
Articulable, reasonable suspicion.
All right.
ARS.
Yeah, sit tight, dude.
Sit tight. Shut up.
Sit tight. Shut up. Dip. Dumb. Moron. Idiot. All the things this deputy has called James so far. I'm just trying to remember them in my mind because these are all things I'm going to be saying when I'm there, engaged in my First Amendment right.
You said you live in apartment 18, James? Who's staying with you? Who?
Not home. Not here.
You got a key to it?
Car's here. I don't have any keys at all.
Is the door unlocked? How are you going to get in?
I didn't know she wasn't home until I got here. Actually, I came here and I went over to Jeff's house, over to Mama T's house because she wasn't here. Then when you pulled up, I decided to come back home. I don't have to answer this question, but I will. I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't want no trouble, so I left. The fire wasn't mine.
All right. Well, when I'm rolling up and you're leaving, like,
Doesn't mean nothing.
sure it
I wasn't
does.
asked to stop.
What's that?
I wasn't asked to stop.
Because you fucking took off.
I wasn't asked to stop.
Yeah,
I did
that's why I
nothing
came
wrong.
over here and told you to
There's
stop.
no reason to stop me.
That's why I came over here and
There's
told you to stop.
no reason to stop me. What's your reason for stopping me?
Code 4.
What's your reason for coming over here? I'm on private property, man.
Yeah, well,
Why did you
unfortunately.
come here?
What's that?
What is your articulable, reasonable suspicion for
Just told you,
stopping me on
James.
private property, man?
Because
What? What's because?
flight from the cops.
A flight from who? I wasn't stopped.
I know, because you didn't give me a chance.
What were
So I
you going
went-
to stop me for?
See what's going on with this
That
fire.
has nothing to do with me.
Okay. How do I know that
Investigate
if you're leaving?
it. It's not my fire. It's not my house. I don't live there.
How do I know that when you
Well,
take
the
off?
people-
Is this coward for real? How did he know it wasn't his fire? We watched the beginning of the video. This is body camera footage. We watched this deputy approach the person whose fire it was. The cop was gone. He was on his way back to the substation until he saw James. This cop is so full of that it's coming out his ears.
What I'm saying is this. What was your reason for stopping me? What was your reason for coming here?
That.
What?
Because you're trying to get away from me.
No, I didn't run from
Yeah.
nobody. I went home.
And now,
I don't need to see no
and
cops.
maybe it would be more plausible if you did live there, but now we can't. Now we can't even verify that you live there.
Well, why don't we call Sharon then, Val?
Okay.
Why don't we call Sharon, that person who lives there?
Does Sharon live there?
Yeah, she sure does.
So how are you
Phone number?
gonna get in there?
What do you mean?
How are you gonna get in the
came
house?
home. Usually she's home at night. I don't have to answer these questions. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
All right. Don't answer the questions. Then.
Listen,
I
okay,
don't
listen,
care.
Carl. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm on private property. You're harassing me. You're
I'm not
illegally
harassing you.
detaining me right now. I'd like to see a supervisor, sir.
That doesn't change how we go about this.
I've
Yeah.
had to study for my law for this bullshit that I've been going through, okay?
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm a little bit more versed than I used to
And
be.
how's that working out for you?
Well, you know,
like,
it's been 3 years of my due process being violated. I've been convicted of nothing since I've been here.
It's because it's still going on.
Drawn
You
out.
believe that?
Because
Yeah.
you get pissed off.
Mhm.
You get pissed off, so you keep getting drawn out.
I
Yeah.
get pissed. What's that got to do with it?
You can't get
I'm
an
being
attorney-
charged for
you can't
nothing.
get an attorney
You know what my charges are,
to
sir?
work with you.
For 3 years, you know what my charges are? I had my sister's debit card.
Take a careful listen to this next part. The two deputies are going to start conferring with each other out of earshot of James. And even the other deputy on the scene is going to tell this one that he just doesn't have any probable cause. A stop was never effected on James, so the officer has no probable cause to detain him. They're also going to go over fleeing. And the other deputy you'll see on camera is going to explain that that's not going to cut it either, because case law has already decided that won't work. They're going to go over everything, and at the very end of it, when they can't figure out anything to charge him with, the cop is going to rage quit the conversation and just decide to take him to jail anyways.
So I think she does live there.
Yeah.
Because that's when Ronnie, when I came here, Gabrielson, he OD'd, she was the one living here. There's only a deadbolt, and I don't know if that's locked or not. I didn't push on the door or anything, because there's the normal doorknob's missing. Where was he at when he was he hiding? Was he in the grass or the paved portion?
He's on the paved portion, like right by that yellow tarp thing. Looked like he's walking up there. So I was like, hey, where are you going?
But how's he gonna get in there? Like, if he doesn't want to answer the question,
Yeah.
if he knows she's not home, how would he go there?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That makes
Unless
sense.
he's like in the 4th century, and I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna check the door. So it's
Yeah.
pushing that. But yeah, it's hard to tell on that one.
Yeah.
It's hard to
At
tell.
first, I was like, yeah, you're riding a bike with no light.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, dude.
But I don't know
if
if he's right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering if just leaving when I roll up for like a illegal fire.
Well, it's unsolicited flight,
Yeah.
and I mean that's your RAS to stop him to begin
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's unsolicited. It's not like you had your lights on when you did that. He just did it on his own, which is
Took off on his
it's
own.
case law now. So
Yeah. But isn't mere flight not enough?
maybe like that one more thing.
I'd say it's mere flight. Plus, I knew Tammy Tolbert and Jeff Abbott to be, drug users.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Quit interrupting, James. All right.
So yeah, I mean,
'Cause I'm inclined to take him with him about all this.
yeah.
You know.
And after discussing that no laws were violated, finally this deputy's had enough. And he's now decided that he's going to take him to jail and arrest him for ching. It's going to read on the arrest affidavit that he's being arrested for resisting a public official. But really, this cop calls it ching.
Yeah.
A bunch of other people too. Abbott's always there. He's always there.
Yeah. All right, James. You want a supervisor? There's one down at the jail. You're going to jail, dude.
For what?
Resisting.
Okay, I'm not.
Don't. What are you doing,
I thought
dude?
you-
Face the car.
okay,
I'm
fine.
putting your feet apart.
Go ahead.
To say that instances like these don't happen often would be a lie. In fact, they happen often all too much. James is just one of many victims that have suffered at the hands of police. But this suffering can be stopped. However, that takes an act of God. Well, it takes police officers holding their own employees accountable. So you have a better chance with an act of God. You have the ability to walk freely per the 4th Amendment. You have the right to enjoy life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness without that pursuit being encumbered by anyone, especially police. Like I said earlier, the Lyon County Sheriffs Department in Nevada had no response. To be perfectly honest, it seemed like they didn't care. Which says to me, and probably says to all of you, that this is not new behavior, and that this behavior will continue. According to statistics, I can't speak for the other 9,999 people that were violated by police today, but I can speak for James. James could have had his picture taken that day on a sandy, sunny beach, or at an evening baseball game. But instead, he had it taken at the county jail for committing no crime, just because one dirty cop said so. Looks like James needs justice, and the Lyon County Sheriff's Department need accountability. And I'm out to get both. Looks like it's wheels up to sunny Nevada. And the cops that have been getting away with this won't be getting away with it much longer, because accountability is just a plane flight away. And that's the reason I stopped you today.